bring the install logic onto that page?
Yeah. So what we're going to do, we're going to start with the button click, right?
Okay.
So let's go to the install.js.
All right.
All right. So on this page, we have a window.add event listener. All right. So I want to copy. No, because I wouldn't interact with the DOM that way. I'd call a function. Oh, my brain is so broken right now. Okay.
Yeah.
So on the click, we're going to prompt the window. So I'm looking at line 12 right here, right?
Yeah.
So
Click.
what we want, right, to like put it in plain English, is a click event on the install button that runs the following logic, right?
Yeah.
So I think what we want to do is my brain is like finally starting to put this together. What we want to do is we want to go to the page that's holding it, right? Where the button is.
Yeah.
And we want to give it an on-click event on the button inside of the component, right? We don't want to have this in a separate file.
Okay.
So let's go to our, let's open up two sides so we can see them both at the same time. And let's look at that one is going to be not the index.html. I need the page or source where we put that component login.
Okay.
All right, so what we're going to do is we are going to give that button an on submit attribute. And I think we can probably even get rid of our ID right there. All right, so I want you to go into between before the word ID.
Right.
Yeah, that should be fine. All right, so right here, we're going to do on submit because that is what we're waiting for.
What?
And then is equal to, and then curly braces. And then we're going to call this handle install. All right, awesome. And then we're going to go up to our function or above the return, and we're going to go handle.
Above it. Okay.
Yep, on line 4, we're going to go handle install. Actually, I believe it would be const space handle install is equal to your N and S are in constant backwards
And
on line 4.
oh yeah, that happens sometimes.
It happens all the time when I'm looking at Zoom. All right, so right here, we're going to do is equal to, actually, it's empty set of parentheses first.
Empty set. Oh
So,
yeah.
yep, opening and closing. Actually, there's an equal sign, opening, closing parentheses, fat arrow, and then the curly braces.
With the arrow or no?
Fat arrow there, curly braces, and then enter. The opening and closing braces, yeah. So then this is what happens when you click the button, right? So right now, I just want you to console.log button clicked. No, that curly brace, I want you to put the ending one right there at the end of the pinks.
Oh, my bad.
Hit enter and go inside those curly braces because this is what's going to happen when you click the button, right?
Oh yeah.
So right here, I just want you to console.log a string of button clicks. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to slowly bring things off this page, right?
Yeah.
So right now, if we go to login and we click that button and it doesn't give us an error and it says click, then we're in pretty good shape.
Oh, you gotta reload it first.
Oh, and let's see, where's that one from? That one is I think we still have the button on our homepage too.
Yep. The homepage didn't.
Yeah, so the homepage is at the plain slash, right? But right here, this error is telling us that we have class instead of class name at button inside of div, inside of main, inside of home.
You're right.
So that's all right, awesome. And we'll just work on the login page.
This here, and the button
is gone. Well, that's because we're on the home. Now you have to go to now you have to do /login to get to the component on the browser.
Oh yeah, you're right. My bad. Wait, slash. I think it was already on slash. I think it was already on login. Because this is the.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, either. Okay, so that just broke it, right?
Oh yeah.
So there are 3 messages, 2 warnings, right? What is that saying to us? The 2 user messages. Can you click around in there? No route smashing login. Okay, so that's not. Can you take me through your browser router? I'm not sure that we are working in the right place. So I need you to go to your Visual Studio Code.
Yep.
All right. So at the app page, right? This is why I like to start at the app page with students because it saves me from going through this problem.
Yeah.
So I want to start at the app.js, which is basically the root of your page.
App.js.
All right. So on your app.js, we only have two elements that we can reach, right?
Yeah.
We have slash nothing and we have slash mockup,
Okay.
right? Which means we need to use home and not login because login's not ready to go, right? Because it's
Okay.
not listed here as a place that we can get to,
Yeah.
right? So what I want you to do is I want you to go to the login component, copy your button back over to home in its entirety.
Got it. Take this one. Put it in
So right
home.
now it's currently on login. Oh, Control Z.
Yeah.
Does that, and then we just grab it from here where it's, so get 12, 13, 14 and cut it from there.
Yeah. Grab the wrong one. My bad.
Paste it there. All right, and now, oh, okay, so now we have to go to our login and we have to bring over that handle submit at the top,
Okay.
right? So we want to go to, yep, we want to
This
grab
one.
this much right there. Yep, from 4 to 7.
Oh, yeah, that. Actually, yeah. Copy the whole thing.
And that's going to go on line 6 above the return statement.
Just like that.
It looks good. All right. So now when we go and we click on the install button on the home page, it should say click.
It should.
It should, but it doesn't. Okay. We might need to pass in an event. Oh, you know what? It might be because I'm using it in on submit instead of an on click. So first thing we're going to try is we're going to try to make that an on click as opposed to an on submit.
Okay.
Inside of the button, right? So online, right there. We're going to change that from a submit to a click. All right. And then let's see what that does for us.
Mm.
All
Wait.
right. Let's.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's going here.
okay. Yeah, because it's not an error, it's a user message.
Nice.
Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to bring in the next line of code, right? The one where we're trying to do something to the window. So we now need to go back to our the install JS.
It
Yeah.
was.
So go ahead and it's in
There it is.
utils. Yep. All right.
Yeah.
So on this one, all right. So the add event listener we've done, right? So we are
Yeah.
now basically at the const prompt event is equal to window dot deferred prompt. So let's go ahead and copy line 14.
Just that.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Put it in the
And
login.
we're going to put that, no, we're doing it on the home
Wait, yeah, you're right.
because that's the one that we can get to. So that's going to be there on 8, right?
Yep.
Okay, so on the next line down, I want you to console.log prompt event. So I want to find out what it is.
Okay.
All right.
Waiting for updates.
All right.
Click it.
So you,
Undefined.
okay, great. All right, so we need to go find out how to bring that into alignment with what we're trying to do here. All right, so let's go back and look at the install, and let's look for what's happening with this deferred prompt. That's the auth service. We need to be on install.
Yeah, sorry. That's better. Okay.
Okay.
If
All
prompt
right.
event return.
So it looks like this might be happening because of this before install prompt up at the top, right? Because what we're looking for here is we're starting with a window.deferred prompt is equal to event.
Yeah.
So I'm not exactly sure how to bring in that kind of event
Hmm.
before install prompt. It might be all right, so let's look. I want to Google um, using before install prompt with React.
Yeah, npm.
Um, let's see. So this is getting us a package.
No.
Is installed as a home screen. All right. I mean, I don't hate it. I don't love it. I'm kind of Oh, that's terrible.
Ha.
All right,
I
let's
mean,
go back. All right, so because that's what I'm thinking that we need is a hook, right?
yeah.
So that's what I think we need. All right, so let's look at the Stack Overflow. Actually, maybe the gist has it. Let's check out the gist and the Stack Overflow. Those are
Yeah.
the two that I want to look at. All right, so this one right here is a simple React hook for showing user a custom add to home screen prompt. Performs the all right, listens for the before install prompt event. Okay, add to home screen. All right, so we want to look at the implementation down below. All right, so we're doing import React, those Reacts.
Hmm.
All right, this is a little complicated, and
Yeah.
that's really weird.
What is all this?
I don't know what I'm looking at here. Right, I was looking for something a little bit easier than this. Okay, actually, you know what? This is a little bit more what I was looking for. So use effect is a kind of hook that we can have that is kind of like on page load, do this. All right, so in order to use that, go ahead and copy it and then bring it to
Yep.
our page, comment it out because there's a little bit we're going to change about it.
And we want that in the login or home.
In the, yep, on the login where we're doing the submit. So go ahead and put it up on like 3 and then just comment it out. We're going to bring it in bit by bit. Sorry about my circles.
Oh, you're fine.
Okay, so you can remove the word, well, okay, so first, to bring in the use effect, you're going to come up to line 1, and you're going to do a comma, and then curly braces, and then use effect after the first word reacts. No, you're going to do it, like, you're going to change line 2, right? Not write a new line. So you're going to go to the end of the T in the first word react,
Oh, yeah, I see, I see.
and you're going to do a comma, and then curly braces, and then use effect, because it's like a hook. All right, awesome. Then we are going to comment out 14 and 15 because that's not working where we are right now. And I don't want to have anything errant on the page
Yeah.
because errors can cause problems in other places. All right, so then we're going to go above or below the handle install and we're going to do the use effects function. So I basically want you to go between 11 and 12. And we're going to hit enter. We're going to go use effects. All right, parentheses.
Like this?
Yep. And then a fat arrow. So this is basically like no, the fat arrow goes between the blues and the pinks. One character to your right. There you go. So fat arrow and then curly braces. So you need an equal sign before your
Oh,
caret,
that's what it is.
caret, curly braces. All right, and now we are basically able to go to the install page and put the stuff that is in that before prompt inside of here. So go ahead and hit enter where your cursor is between the
Oh,
blues.
yeah,
Mine.
yeah.
Well, wait, all right, there you go. So we're gonna go back to the install page,
Hmm.
and we're going to grab. No, this is we're doing this one up here.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
what I want you to grab is that's handle, right? I
Yeah.
want you to grab these 2 lines right here.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I only want you to grab line 6 because that first one is just going to hide the button, and we'll do that a different way. So I just want to grab line 6. We're going to copy it.
And we're gonna go back.
Yeah,
Put
we're
it
going to
here.
paste that in there, and it's going to be really mad because it's not going to know what event is. So in these blue parentheses right here, you're going to capture event, which means like whatever thing is happening, which means like page load. All right, so I think let's run it and see what happens now.
Yeah.
I think we're getting there,
Yeah.
but each test really is going to tell us the tail.
Click.
All right, so we're clicking again. All right,
Okay.
and oh, we need to bring back our the other function, right? So the those 2 right there. Because I think the problem was that that window dot deferred prompt was being just like done down there. Ah, still undefined.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay. Oh, all right. So let's go look at our example because I think we might be missing a return. Okay, so let's see what else we have. No, in just in the install. Everything to do with install happens right here on this
Oh,
page.
yeah.
Okay, so we have an if no prompt event, then return. So let's go ahead and copy that. And that one goes in the handle click on home.
In the
So
handle click.
that, yeah, or handle install, sorry. So that goes
Yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah.
if no prompt event, then you return. So that should actually solve the error.
No.
Oh,
It doesn't
okay.
repeat like it
Okay.
was.
All right, maybe we need to hang up. All right, so what does that one warning say? I am kind of curious about that.
One
Oh,
warning.
that's the dev tools. Yeah, and then we've got click undefined. All
Yeah.
right, so let's go figure out what's going on 19. All right, so it does not like prompt event.
Hmm.
Prompt is equal to event. All right, so I want you to comment out 18 and actually from 18 to 23. All right, and then we're going
Oh,
to go up to line 14.
go to 14.
Yep, and I want a console.log parentheses event. I want to find out what that is.
Hmm.
Because if that is undefined, then that's going to tell us something about what way we need to go.
Is assigned but never used.
It's no, that's the prompt event. This one right here is our event is undefined.
Okay.
All right, so let's see up on that page what defines the click, right? Because we're trying to get it at the top of page load.
Yeah.
So let's find out what's going on. Let's see, where do we want to go? Let's look at the example, the React hook example.
Okay. This guy.
Yeah. Window. Oh, you know.
Oh.
We still have to put this inside. Oh gosh, I'm such a dummy
Huh.
dumbs.
That's
Okay,
fine.
that's all right. That was dumb of me. And now, all right. So we're gonna put those inside of the hook.
Not those parts. Okay. And then put this inside of, where was that?
Yeah.
This?
So that's gonna be in between 12 and 13 inside of the use effect hook.
Yeah.
All right. So all right. So
Should
we
it?
are adding. Okay. I think we also want to comment out 19 and 20 because they're currently unreachable code.
Yeah.
All right. And then in ours, we have a before install prompt function that happens right here. So on the install page, right, we want to replace that with whatever's happening in the before install prompt, which is, yeah, that's this one. Okay, so that line's already on the page. We just need to bring it into the before install.
Okay. Yeah. So we take
So we take
this.
line,
That's it.
it's line 19. We need to bring it back. All right,
And
and
put it
we're
on
going
top.
to actually no, we're going to delete the comma and actually keep the comma and delete the ready as
Oh, this
right
guy.
there, right? Yep. So you're going to delete that much right there, and then we're going to do a function block. So we're going to do comma, the word function, opening and closing parentheses, curly braces on the other side. Awesome. Enter, and then in there you're going to put the window.deferred prompt from 21.
That is just this thing.
No, it's this one right here.
Oh yeah, this whole thing.
And so that now is going to come up and be in the, yep, right there. All
Yeah.
right. Hopefully our colors are going to line up in just a second. I wonder why.
Oh,
Go
doesn't like
ahead
something.
and
Any.
remove that semicolon at the end of 16 and then comment out that second return. That's probably why it's fussy. 18, 19, and 20. Because that one is just removing the event listener, and I'm not sure that that needs to be done at all.
Okay.
Let's see what we got here. Oop.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Hello.
yeah, now it is not happy. Okay. Oh, you know what? I don't think I can't set things inside. Hang on. Let's go look at what we did here. Because I think the problem is that I can't set things directly in React.
Not this. This one.
Right. So I kind of violated one of the fundamental rules of
I
React, which is that I can't go window.deferred prompt is equal to.
see.
Right. So that's why in the example they had a hook for state, and that state, right? Let's go back and look at the example.
Okay.
And also, I'm gonna try to find. I had a student that did this well inside of their React project. I'm gonna see if I can find his repo real fast.
Yeah.
All right. So, um, yeah, you go look at the example. I'm gonna try to find this example repo, and we're gonna get this. At least I'm gonna be able to leave you with something reasonable.
Something to work with.
Yeah. So here's I want to do. Okay. Uh, yeah, Paw Patrol. There it is. Okay. So I'm going to put a link. So I did actually physically see this one work. So I'm going to put this in the chat, and then we can kind of compare what they're
Chat.
doing here with this one.
Where's that?
The chat's usually hidden until you click
There it
the
is.
chat button. Okay, so in our case, no, this would be all. Oh, interesting. All right. So what we are looking at and what we've been dancing around is the install JS that's inside of the root,
Oh. Oh. Okay. So.
right? So this right here is his button click. All right. So
Uh.
go to the server.
The.
Sorry, client.
Yeah.
Sorry, thumbs. Okay.
Go.
So
Come. Wait. Wait. Go to code client.
and then source and then install JS, which is in the root, which might not be what I would do, but this is what we've been dancing around.
So we need this whole thing basically, but
Well, okay. So
not
the thing that I
exactly.
was
Get rid of
just
this.
talking about was that the problem with ours is that we were setting the prompt with an equal sign, right? Like
Yeah.
left is equal to right. And in React, you can't do that. You have to use a hook, right? So what this is doing is it is creating a hook, right? That creates a support PWA doesn't, and then starts that at false, sets a prompt install and a set prompt install, which it also sets to null. This use effect is what you and I were just trying to implement,
Yeah.
right? And then what's happening here is he's got a handler, he's bringing in the event. All right. They are changing the support PWA from false to true, sets the prompt value to the event, right? So that is what we were trying to do, but wasn't working.
Mhm.
And then it's got the window dot add event listener, which is still inside of use effect, right? Which is probably something I would have messed up. So I'm really glad I found this.
Yeah.
And then they are returning an empty array or the window dot remove handler.
I
So
see.
personally, I think that you can take all. What I think we should do is we should make the button its own component, and then
Mhm.
add it to the pages where we need it, which is I'm pretty sure how this is set up, and then use this page to make the button, and then import the button into your header so you have it on your homepage.
Okay.
So I sadly do not have time to like walk you through this because we only have 4 minutes left. But
Yeah.
can you see how some of the stuff that we're doing is here, but in a slightly different way?
Yeah. Yeah. We have to set it up differently.
So yeah, to fit React. So like this, I mean, honestly, I would go ahead and just copy this entire thing, but I don't want to do it on login. I'd want to do it like make a button component because this one is only returning the one button.
Yeah.
And then he's putting it on other pages by requiring it.
Yeah. I mean, this might just only be on this one page.
Right, absolutely. And you can totally do that, but it'll be easier for your login page if you make a component called install button,
Make a component called
right?
install button. Yeah.
I think this one's called install.js, which is still bringing in a button, so it doesn't really matter what it's named, because at the end of the day, this is still returning JSX, right? So this
Yeah.
one is just returning the button with all of its button-related functionality.
Got it. In
So
this.
yeah, so in order to make your life easier, I would create that component, copy and paste this in, and then require the component where you and I were trying to do it on the home.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right,
Could be fun.
awesome.
I think I
All
can
right.
work with that.
Yeah, I think that this is a really good one. And there's really not that much more that this is trying to do because I know from working with him that he took this exactly from the PWA assignment and that it works exactly the same way. You click the button and it opens up a new window that's in your Chrome. It's like a Chrome download.
Yeah.
And it works really nicely. I'm sorry for rushing you through that. It's so hard when I have to
No.
just use that React Project 3 because it's like I don't have a ton of information about where you are, you know what I mean, intellectually or as far as the project goes.
Yeah, no. And I'm a bit out of it because I was tired. We had to run around to find a spot to, because my friend and I did our tutor session at McDonald's with Wi-Fi.
Oh, right, because
Because
of the
we
of the storm and stuff.
and we came home thinking I wasn't gonna be able to do mine. At least we got his, but got
Oh,
home, power was just turning back on.
awesome. Well, I think that you'll find that you should be able to bring this in its entirety. There's no special packages, you know, they're using use
Yeah,
effect in state, you know,
yeah.
and the thing that I was really missing and I'm sorry it took me that long to
No,
get
you're
there
fine.
is that we have to use it used to have to be an object called state and then we created a hook that allows us to use it, but you can't set variables and values inside of React, right? So you can't go const start number is equal to 1,
Yeah.
right? You have to go const square bracket start number comma set start number is equal to use state
Jesus.
square bracket or parentheses 1.
That's
And
so
then every
much.
time you go, I know it's so stupid. This is the dumbest. Everything else about React is fantastic. This is the dumbest part about React.
Yeah.
But once you kind of get used to it, it's a little bit easier to deal with intellectually.
Yeah.
All right, fantastic. It was
You've
just
been.
super nice to meet you.
Yeah, you've been an amazing help.
Oh, good. I'm so glad. I hope you have a wonderful day.
All right. You as
All right,
well.
take care, Mose. All right, bye.
Bye.
Recording